In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. Chosen one, take a slow breath right here, right now. Let your heart unclench for a moment, and let your spirit listen before your mind tries to explain. Chosen one, hear this now, not as coincidence, but as divine confirmation. Heaven is stirring. The angels have encircled you today, their wings shining with the glory of divine timing, because a sacred message is being released from the throne of the Most High just for you. And before we speak of what is coming, remember this: God is not rushing you, He is restoring you. What you are about to walk into is no ordinary moment. This is holy, this is life-changing. This Friday, you will encounter the one your soul has longed for. Your God-ordained soulmate. Yes, the time you've cried for, prayed for, and waited for in faith is here. The Lord has seen your tears in the quiet, your hope in the dark, your endurance in the storm. He has watched you carry loneliness with grace and still believe when the path felt unclear. And now by His authority the veil is lifting. Heaven has given permission for what your heart has sensed all along. The union is near, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it tar, wait for it, because it will surely come. Habakkuk 23. This is not chance, it is divine orchestration. Others may see just another Friday, but the Lord has marked this day as a portal, a sacred meeting point. Every delay, every detour, every broken piece has been leading you here. Angels have been working behind the scenes, arranging faces, places, signs, songs, even the weather, to bring you both into perfect alignment. This is not just a meeting, it is a covenant moment, a holy alignment, a chapter written by the author of love himself. Now hear this with clarity and peace. This person is not your completion, only Christ completes you, but they are God's confirmation, a witness to your healing, and a partner to what heaven is building through your life. So do not walk into Friday with desperation, walk in with expectation, not pressure, not fear, just peace. If your spirit receives this, you can type amen, not as a performance, but as a quiet yes before God. And make sure you stay with me until the very end, because we'll be closing with a powerful prayer for today. Heaven is not silent today. The angels, yes, God's holy messengers, are not watching from afar. They are here surrounding you, rejoicing in the light of what's unfolding in your life. There is a sound in the spirit, a divine celebration, because what was once delayed is now being released. Chosen one, the breakthrough you've longed for is no longer on its way. It's here. That ache in your soul, heaven saw it. The silent tears, heaven caught everyone. And now by the authority of the Most High, the angels have been commissioned to guide you to a sacred encounter, an ordained meeting with your soulmate this very Friday. This is divine strategy. The Lord has not forgotten the seasons when you kept walking through the wilderness with no map, no signs, only faith. There were days you wondered if love was even meant for you. Nights when your heart asked questions no human could answer. And yet you didn't give up. You stood, you worshiped, you trusted, and now heaven responds. You are stepping into the fulfillment of something God authored long before you even knew how to pray for it. This isn't just about romance. This is about divine partnership. The Lord is bringing together two hearts, two lives for one kingdom purpose. Not for vanity, not for temporary comfort, but for mission, for healing, for legacy. This meeting was written into your story before you were born. It is not random. It is not an accident. It is angel orchestrated destiny. And this day is the portal through which it will manifest. Right now, even as you hear these words, the Spirit of God is stirring something deep inside you. That's not emotion, it's recognition. Your soul already knows because God has been preparing you for this moment step by step. Every delay had a purpose. Every closed door was protection. Every heartbreak was a redirection. Nothing was wasted because behind the scenes, the Lord was aligning it all. He was preparing not just you, but also the one He has chosen for you. And when both hearts were ready, heaven gave the signal. Chosen one, look back. Do you see it now? The sudden urge to go to a specific place. A random song that echoed exactly what you were feeling. Numbers repeating over and over again. Conversations that came out of nowhere but felt like confirmations. Even the weather, yes, even the skies have been speaking. That's not random, that's coordination. The Lord has been moving things in the natural and in the spiritual. People, places, numbers, songs, weather, timing, all to bring you both into alignment. Not just physically, but spiritually, emotionally, and energetically. Let this truth settle in your spirit. This isn't just a meeting, it's a divine alignment. A spiritual appointment set by the Creator Himself. There's a story in the book of Genesis 24. Abraham sends his servant to find a wife for Isaac. And the servant, unsure how to choose, prays this: Lord, grant me success today and show kindness to my master Abraham. And just as he finishes speaking, Rebecca appears. God brings the right person at the exact right time to the exact right place. That's what's happening now. This is your Rebecca moment. The angels are not passively observing. They are working actively, ushering both of you to a precise point of encounter. They've been assigned to align calendars, traffic, schedules, emotions, even the whispers of your spirit, so that nothing is out of place when the moment comes. And when it does, you will know, because it won't feel like the beginning of something new. It'll feel like the return to something ancient, something your soul always remembered, even when your mind couldn't explain it. This is what you've been sensing in your spirit. That holy restlessness, that tug on your heart, that inner knowing that something sacred is near. You're not crazy. You're not being overly spiritual. You're discerning what the natural mind cannot grasp, because what's coming is supernatural. Now hear this clearly. The person you're about to meet is not your completion. Only God can fill that role. But they are your confirmation, a witness to your growth, a partner in your purpose, a reflection of God's grace in human form. The enemy tried to convince you that it was too late, that you missed it, that you were too broken, too flawed, too forgotten. But the devil is a liar. And today the Lord rebukes that lie. For the Lord is a sun and shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does He withhold from those who walk uprightly. Psalm 84:11. This connection is not a reward. It's a revelation of how deeply the Father loves you. So walk into Friday with expectation, not desperation, not fear. Expectation. The kind of holy confidence that says, if God said it, I believe it, and if He's bringing it, I'm ready to receive it. Because when the moment comes, it may not be loud, it may not be obvious to the world, but your spirit will recognize it. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your heart in that moment. You will know. And here's the most beautiful part. You don't have to strive, you don't have to force it, you don't have to chase it. You only have to be present, because when heaven moves, the earth aligns. This Friday will not look the same as the others. It is marked, it is blessed, it is anointed. God has brought you this far not to disappoint you, but to fulfill what He started. And this meeting, this sacred connection, is part of that fulfillment. He who began a good work in you will be faithful to complete it. Something is shifting, and it's closer than you think. Chosen one. There are moments when heaven speaks in thunder, and then there are times when heaven whispers. What you're experiencing now, this holy restlessness, this subtle nudge in your spirit, it's not random, it's not mood, it's movement. The angels are guiding you, not just to a person, but to a place. And this place, it has been prepared for you. There's an energy to it, not the kind the world talks about. This is sacred, a spiritual resonance, a divine alignment that can only be felt when your spirit is tuned in. Right now, the angels are positioning you, leading you gently but surely to where heaven has scheduled your next encounter. It may look ordinary to others, but to those who are awake in the spirit, it will feel electric, magnetic, holy. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delights in his way. Psalm 37:23. Every step you're taking now is under divine surveillance. You're not wandering, you're being led. The Spirit is speaking in gentle urges, soft curiosities, quiet pullings in your chest. It may feel like a sudden desire to visit a place you've never been, a friend casually suggesting an event you wouldn't normally attend, a morning where your heart says, let's take a different road today. Don't ignore it. Heaven is orchestrating something behind the veil. Let's be clear, the angels rarely point to maps. They don't always spell it out. Instead, they speak in divine hints in the form of atmosphere, environment, energy, and right now they are drawing your attention to a particular kind of place. It's a space alive with light and movement, somewhere with natural flow. Open-air cafes, community events, flower markets, bookshops, art fairs, spiritual gatherings, even local parks where music, laughter, and life mingle in the air. These aren't just random locations. They are divinely activated spaces, places where two paths, long prepared by the Lord, are about to cross. And when you arrive, something inside you will know. It won't be dramatic. It will be peaceful. You'll feel like you've stepped into a story already being written. Remember the story of Ruth. She didn't set out to find Boaz. She simply obeyed. She went to glean in a field to do what seemed ordinary, but the Lord had already gone ahead of her. As it turned out, she was working in a field belonging to Boaz. Ruth 2:3. As it turned out, no, beloved, that was not coincidence. To that bookstore, that church event, that cafe patio is the beginning of your next chapter. Some of you are being pulled to places you've never been, spaces that feel unfamiliar but strangely welcoming. That's no accident. That's a supernatural summons. There's a reason you're suddenly curious about a neighborhood you've never explored, why your heart quickens when you pass a new market or see a flyer for an upcoming gathering, why that coffee shop you've never entered keeps catching your eye. These are signs, subtle, sacred. Heaven is pulling you toward alignment. There is someone on the other side of that obedience, someone who has also been walking their own path of preparation. And at the appointed time, in the appointed place, those two paths will converge, not through striving, but through surrender. Do not fear missing it. The Lord knows how to reach you. He's not depending on your perfection. He's drawing you with His peace. And His peace doesn't pressure, it guides. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. Isaiah 58:11. Even now the Lord is strengthening you for joy, for love, for connection. There is healing waiting for you in this alignment. Not just romantic healing, but soul healing. The kind that only happens when destiny meets obedience. The enemy wants you to overthink it, to stay home, to doubt your sense of spiritual nudging. But today, heaven overrides fear with faith. You're not being rushed, you're being readied. Even if you feel unprepared, know this, it's not about how polished you are, it's about how open you are. God doesn't need you to be perfect, He needs you to be positioned. Just like Mary, who didn't expect an angel to show up in her ordinary life. But when Gabriel came, she said, "Be it unto me according to your word." That's all heaven is looking for. Willing hearts in the right places. So if your heart feels called, go walk into that space with expectation, not anxiety. Don't try to predict, just be present. There's an energy in that place, a lightness, a softness, a sense of rightness you can't put into words. It could be a bustling marketplace where laughter mingles with sunlight, a peaceful park bench under a tree that feels unusually safe, a quiet corner of a library where time slows down, a new church you're hesitant to try, A rooftop event with soft music and divine appointments hidden in the crowd. Wherever it is, heaven knows. You don't have to chase it, you just have to follow. And when it happens, you won't need confirmation from others. You'll feel it in your bones, because the Spirit of God will settle in the space and say, this is it. Chosen one, trust the tug. The angels don't often speak of places, but this time they are pointing not to a city or a street, but to an experience, an atmosphere, a divine window of time and space. Don't miss it because you were too distracted to notice. Look up, look around. Heaven is guiding you gentle, but intentionally. And that place, that space with natural light and open energy, that sudden idea to visit, that invitation you were about to decline, that might just be the field where your destiny is waiting. Step forward. You're not wandering. You're being led. There's something different in the air. Chosen one, can you feel it? Not in the noise of the world, but in the quiet stirrings of your soul. Heaven is whispering. And if you've been paying attention, you already know something sacred is approaching, but not in the way you expected. The angels have a message, and it's this: don't look with your eyes, look with your soul. Because what's coming isn't just love, it's alignment. It's not just a person, it's a divine echo of your purpose. Your soulmate is drawing near, and the signs are everywhere if you know how to see. This isn't ordinary love. This is a sacred union, authored by the Creator, wrapped in divine timing, and ushered in by angelic instruction. And yet, it won't always appear in a way your logic can grasp. The person may not look like your type. The circumstances may seem unconventional, but when it happens, your soul will know before your mind does. Peace will enter the room before they speak. That's the first sign, and it cannot be faked. No performance, no charm, no words can replace it. When they enter, there's a stillness in your spirit, a quiet anchoring, not anxiety, not infatuation, peace. The kind that silences the noise in your head and settles something ancient in your chest. The kind that only comes from divine proximity. It's as if heaven pauses for a moment because something eternal is unfolding. And then comes the second sign, recognition. Not with your eyes, but with your soul. You'll look at them and feel as if you've met before in a dream, a prayer, or a place you can't quite name. The familiarity won't make sense in the natural, but it will echo through every layer of your being. It's the feeling of finding something you never realized was missing until it arrived. Your gestures begin to match. You shift at the same time. Stand when they stand. Move in rhythm without trying. Your bodies speak a language your mouths haven't learned yet. That's not chemistry, that's coordination. Divine synchronization. The angels are aligning more than your hearts. They're aligning your movements, your pace, your timing. And just when you begin to wonder if you're imagining it, the numbers appear. Repeated sequences, 111, 277, follow you like breadcrumbs from heaven. Not coincidence, not superstition. These are angelic timestamps, divine confirmations. They show up when you're getting closer. When your spirit is in sync with the divine plan, they whisper, you're on the right path. Keep going. Your mind may still hesitate, but your heart will feel something impossible to ignore. The ancients used to say it felt like wings fluttering inside the chest. Not anxiety, not nerves, but the unmistakable feeling that heaven is nearby. See, the angels are stirring something deep in your spirit, and your heart begins to respond before your brain catches up. That's how you'll know. Not by how loud they are, not by how perfect they appear, but by how safe you feel in their presence. It will feel like home, like healing, like finally breathing after holding your breath for too long. But here's what many forget. You're not the only one being prepared. The person you're about to meet, they've been walking through their own fire. They've had their own nights of brokenness, their own prayers, their own soul work. And the angels have been working on them too, healing their fears, softening their heart, repairing the walls they built around their vulnerability. They've been learning how to receive love, not just give it.